Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello guys, welcome to Tech 45 Degree, and in this video we will try to solve the problem that is triplet with smaller sum. So we have given unsorted array and a target. So the target is 4 and this unsorted array, it contains some elements in unsorted order, right? So in this given array, we need to find the count of triplets. So the word is count of triplets, that the sum of that triplet should be less than the target. So for example, we will have x plus y plus z. So if we sum them up, and this x plus y plus z will belong to this array. So if we sum them up, so the result will be less than target. So we need these kind of triplets. So if we sum them up, so the result should be less than our target value, right? So for example, we have find like -1, 1 and 3. So the result will be 3. So if we sum them up, right, so the result will be 3 and 3 is less than 4. So this is our first triplet. And then we have -1, 1 and 2. If we sum them up, so the result will be 2, which is less than 4. So this is our second triplet. So similarly, we have find these two triplets. So the count will be 2 and the count will be our result. Okay. So here we have find these two triplets from this array. If we sum them up, so result will be less than our target. And that will be the count. And the count will be our result. So now let's see how we will solve this problem. So first of all, we will have an unsorted array and we will sort that up. And now we will assign 3 pointers to that sorted array. That is I, L and R. And L stands for left pointer and R stands for right pointer. So I pointer will be at the 0 index, right, like that. And L will be on the I plus 1 index, which is 1. And it has a value 1. And R will be at the last index of our array, right? So currently the last index is index 4, which contains value 4. So if we sum them up, the values of these 3 pointers, if we sum them up, so we have a result 4, right? Like we have summed them up, which is not less than 4, okay? So we will not stop here. So we need a smaller value in our pointers. And we know our array is in sorted order. So the smaller values we will find if our R pointer move on the left side. So because we know all the smaller values will be lie on the left side of our R pointer, because this is sorted array, right? So we will move our R pointer on the left side like that. And then we will update our table. So the R pointer is at index 3 and it has a value 3. So if we sum them up, so we get the result 3, which is less than 4. So we have found our first triplet, okay? We have found our first triplet, which contains the values -1, 1 and 3, right? So this is our first triplet. And if we sum them up, the result is 3, which is less than 4. Now we know all the smaller values will be lie on the left side of our right pointer. So we have find our first triplet, which is this one, and the R is at index 3. So we know like all the smaller values will be lie on the left side of our R pointer. So to get the count of other triplets, we have a formula and we can use that. So we know like this window, okay? So we know like R is at index 3. So all the values on all the remaining values, because I and L have consumed these values, so all the remaining window, right, it will be come in the count of the required triplets, right? So now we will apply this formula like right minus left, because right is at index 3 and left is at index 1. So we will do the 3 minus 1, which is 2. So the count will be 2. So it means we in this array we have a count of 2, which has a triplets. If we sum them up, it will be less than our target, which is 4. So the count is 4. So we will use this formula to get the count. So first of all, we need to find a triplet. So the triplet has a value less than 4. So if we found that triplet, then after that we will take the count of that is by R minus L, okay? And then that will be our result. So we will solve this problem by this equation. Now there are some points that need to be noted. So this will be our equation, that is x plus y plus z should be less than our target. So we can modify this equation by like that, y plus z and less than target minus x. So it looks like a problem that we have already solved, that is pair with a target sum. So if you haven't watched that video, I have a complete video tutorial on that, that is a pair with a target sum. So you can go and watch that video first. Okay, that is also named as a two sum problem. So watch that first, and after that it will be easy to understand this problem. Okay, so there are some other points that we should note here, and that is for example, if we are dealing with the triplets and we have a pair that is y plus z, and it should be if it we need it should be like less than x. So we know in our sorted array all the smaller values will be lie on the left side of our right pointer, right? Actually we need a greater value here. So like in the pair we need a greater value. So we know in our sorted array all the greater values will be lie on the right side of our left pointer. So we need, if we need our greater value in our pair, so we need to move our left pointer toward the right side to find the greater value. Similarly, if y plus z is greater than x and we need a smaller value, so we know in our sorted array all the smaller values will be lie on the left side of our right pointer, right? So we will move our right pointer toward the left side to get a smaller value in our pair. Okay, so these are the parts that we should note. And guys, if you haven't subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe my channel, click on the bell icon, and also like the video. Your subscription and likes motivate us to create this kind of videos for you guys. And now let's go on our ID and try to solve this problem by practical implementation. So I am in my ID, and here we have a function that is search triplets, and it takes two arguments, that is array and a target. Okay, so here we have a count, it returns the count, and here we will return the count of triplet that should be less than our target. So first of all, we will sort our array, and I will say array dot sort, and now we will put a for loop. So I will say for I in range of length of array -2, and why -2? Because we are dealing with a triplet, so our loop will move toward till this end. Okay, till this length. Okay, and this will be our L and this will be our R. So we will move I till this end, so this will be our L and this will be R. So that is why we will skip the last two elements of our array. Okay, so for example, if I don't put the -2, so our I will move here, and then will be we will have exception on L and R pointer, right? So I will be moved till here, so this will be our L and this will be R. Okay, and now I will say I will put a condition. So for example, if I is greater than 0, right? And yep, okay, and array of I equal to array of I -1. So what I'm doing, actually I'm skipping a duplicates here. So for example, if we have a array of something like that, so it contains duplicate values, right? So what I'm doing, I'm doing like I is greater than 0, and if I'm here, like if I is here, and if the current element of I is equal to the previous element of I, so it will skip this element, okay, because it has already been seen. Okay, so we will skip it. So I will say continue. So we are skipping the duplicate, and now we are good. And now we will initialize our left pointer, and left pointer will be I +1, and then we will initialize our right pointer, which is length of array -1. So this will be the last index, right? Let me, and now I will say while left is less than right, and here we will take the current sum. So current sum will be sum of I pointer and sum of left pointer, and then you will have sum of right pointer. So this will be our current sum, and then we will check if current sum is less than target. So here we have find our first triplet, which is in which we have get the current sum, and current sum is less than our target. So here we will take the count, because we know like all the elements on the left side of this right pointer will be smaller. Okay, so we can take the count, and the count formula will be like that, right minus left. Okay, and here we will increment our left pointer by 1, and if in else condition we will move our right pointer toward the left side by decrementing by 1. So this is how our function will look like. And now if I execute it, and now if I execute this cell, so we get the result 2. So this is our required result. So the count is 2. So in this array we have a 2 triplets, right? So if we sum them up, so it will be less than 4, which 4 is our target. So this is how we can solve our problem. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe my channel, click on the bell icon, and also like the video. And if you have any confusion, kindly leave a comment in the comment section. Your subscription and like motivate us to create this kind of videos for you guys.